Welcome to today's video about slipovers and vests. Hello, my name is Nana. I've been a knitter for a couple of years and so far I've knitted only 6 slipovers and vests, to my surprise, because I love them a lot, especially in spring and autumn, in those transitional seasons. They're great pieces of clothing, I think. And let's go directly into my first slipover, which I drafted myself. I thrifted a slipover by the brand American Vintage online because I loved the shade of the yarn it was knit in. It had such a lovely cool lavender tone, but when I received it and tried it on, the fit wasn't for me. It had like quite a deep round neckline and yeah, I didn't like it. But I wanted to rescue the yarn because, that was why I bought it in the first place, the shade of yarn. So I unraveled this actually shop-bought vest and knit something very basic by myself, which is this. It's a vest which is simply just 2 panels and then sewn together. So if there's one word that describes this vest, it's boxy. It's quite oversized. Not too long, but also not really cropped. The yarn is super soft, but I don't know what it is. It's a blend of like alpaca, wool, whatever. I don't know if you can really see the shade of it. But this is my go-to vest when I want to dress in a semi-formal way. I normally wear it with a white long sleeve t-shirt underneath. And this is what I wear, for example, when I have to give a talk or like when I have to talk in front of people. And I don't have any kind of like business outfit or like very formal outfit, but this is my level of how business or like how public suitable I can go. Yes. And then the next slipover I knit was actually something self-drafted. Again, I wanted to use up single bolts of yarn that I had bought because I just liked the shape or the feel of it. But in the end, you know how it is. In the end, you don't know what to do with it. So I put them, I put them all together and knit a vest. Yes, it is this one. So it's different shades of pink and blue. Also for the ribbing, I had 2 different balls of blue left. So the ribbing of the armholes is something different than, it's a different blue than the ribbing at the collar, at the neck and at the hem. But I really like that. I also now like a lot that I use this darker blue from the ribbing of the armholes to finish off the collar. It has 2x2 ribbing. It's knit on, I don't know, large needles, 6 millimeters at least. It's also it's not 2 panels. I closed the 2 around, so I already knew how to do that back then when I did this. However, I need to fix it because there is one unevenness in the yarn I used here. Do you see that? This is not dirty, but it is spun into the yarn and I was too lazy to cut this out, and now it annoys me because it's directly at the chest. So, but I have, I think a little bit like 20 centimeters, 30 centimeters left of this yarn. So I will try to do some surgery here and cut out the stitch and replace it. So this vest is super cropped. I don't wear it so often because, I don't know, because it is really cropped on me. I will insert a video here of me showing to you what it looks like. And then you can see for yourselves that it is quite cropped, but I still like it. It's a fun vest. I mean, the colors are super nice. And also the structure knit, how I did some stockinette stitch in the middle, and then I did this, I don't know what you call it. I just switched between knits and purls all the time. Yeah, that was my second vest. And the third one I did was actually for my niece. She was still quite a baby at that time, 1 year maybe. And I used some leftover yarn from my very first sweater. And I also drafted it myself. And then I embroidered in red, with red yarn, one of her favorite dogs on the front panel, which is my dog Emmy. She's a Dachshund. And what I liked about this vest is that I finished the ribbing also with the red, and I really, really like to have a color change inside the ribbing of the hems and cuffs. That's something I really want to do for one of my adult garments as well, but I haven't done yet. Yeah, now her little sister is wearing it. Just this Easter I could grab the chance to take some pictures. Also, I showed some pictures here and maybe even a video. And yeah, it's still really cute on them. And then I purchased my first pattern, which was the Holiday Slipover by PetiteKnit. Of course, that's a very popular slipover, but it is also a really good slipover because it's so cozy and so nice. And yeah, I had a couple of balls of black Sniff Nook by Kamarose left, and I think I added 1 or 2 more to reach the amount of yarn required for it. And this is this one. I know it's dark and you can hardly see it, maybe like this, yeah. I knit a size S. I think for the black one it's good. I like that it's not too overfit, but if I would knit it again, I would size up. I think also it's intended to be a bit bigger with a bit more of positive ease. So this is knit in 2 threads, 2 strands of Sniff Nook by Kamarose and 1 strand of fluffy lace yarn, whatever mohair. I used here the Tilia by Filcolana, I believe. I would not do that anymore because I really want to replace all of the mohair with the Midnight Soul by Kamarose. But I have also, for some reason, I had 1 ball of that in my stash, so yeah. Yeah, and this is a very versatile piece that can be worn with anything. That's also the only black knitted garment I have in my wardrobe. Yeah, and it's really cozy and I like it. But also I had to learn how to do the ribbing along the armhole so that it really doesn't stick out. And here PetiteKnit, she actually also tells you how to, which will be relevant for what I'm wearing today, the Olympe Sweater Vest by Le Pull. But what she does is, first of all, she tells you the rate and with which you should pick up stitches. It's fewer stitches under the arms than on the upper half. And then you can also switch midway to a smaller needle, and yeah, so. But still, I failed the first attempt and had to do it again, but then now it's okay. Now I can wear it. Yes, and because I also had, I believe 3 or 4 balls of a similar yarn to the Sniff Nook still in my stash, which I ordered online. This is the Concept by Katja Ultra Light Merino, which I used for my second sweater. And at that time I thought it's probably only this yarn in the world, which is so soft. Now I obviously know that's not the case, but I ordered this color online and it had a name with beige. And I was shocked when I received it because it was some sort of weird pink, but more like a dirty pink. And I didn't like it at all. And then I had the idea to, because this holiday slipover, you have to hold 2 strands of yarn, to use another color to go with it, to kind of mute the other color that I don't like so much. And I paired it with a light gray. It is this one. I think it worked out quite good. What was a bit annoying that I have more of this pink shade here and that it's not so evenly speckled like the top, but I still think it's good. It's on the good side of not so good. Yeah, and then I used one for the lace. I used the Midnight Soul by Kamarose, also in light gray. It's also knit in size S, and it's basically exactly like the black one, just with a different yarn. And I was recently browsing the website by My Favorite Things Knitwear, and she has whatever vest of her patterns, and it looks exactly the same, like the colorway, and I was like, cool. Yeah, but I'm not so sure anymore if this is really for me. I'm not wearing it so much. I might give it away, and yeah. But I think this is a super nice slipover pattern. I love the split hem. I'm always a big fan of the split hem. I absolutely love the deep armholes. Super, super nice. It's very comforting to put it on because it is so soft. And it's also knit up quickly because it's knit on a large needle. And yeah, it doesn't take ages. And I could see myself knitting another one. Maybe in a brown or beige. I don't know. Yeah. And then my next vest is again a PetiteKnit pattern. It's the Sille Slipover. And when she released the pictures in which she is wearing it without any t-shirt underneath and just as a like more summer garment, oh, that also looked so nice. And I also chose the same color, the almond. It's knit in Per Gynt by Sandnes garn, which is not super soft, but it softens over time. It's this one. And I like the almond a lot because a light yarn will really make the structure knit shine. And you have this beautiful detail at the shoulders. So it's a dropped shoulder pattern, just without sleeves. And it has 2x2 ribbing, which I very much love. Actually, it is simple. It's just knit stitches and purl stitches, but everyone thinks it's super complex. Like non-knitters think that this is like witchcraft or like they were like, oh, this looks so difficult, so complicated, but actually it's not. But it's also not a mindless knit. You have to kind of focus on the chart. I had to rip back a couple of times because I confused something, and yeah, but I like that it looks so old school. It's an old school pattern which is made cool again. Yeah, I can very much recommend this. Also like the weight of it. It's not too thick, not too thin. It's actually a very good layering piece. Yeah, but you have to be a bit resistant towards not so super soft yarn. But normally I wear it anyway with a t-shirt underneath or with a long sleeve t-shirt. I'm not there yet to wear it just with a bra underneath. Yeah. So these are my vests or slipovers. I don't know why do people tend to say slipovers and some say vest. To me, vest, the term vest is much more logical. In German we would say Weste, and a slipover, I mean you also slip over a pullover, right? So yeah, I don't know. And now the star of the show, my latest finished object, fresh off the needles. I actually attached the buttons just today. This is the Olympe Sweater Vest by Le Pull. So the Olympe Sweater Vest by Le Pull. This pattern. I'm actually thinking about making an extra video just talking or reviewing this pattern and trying to give some advice, because for me, my emotional curve was from, wow, this is so cool, I love it so much, I can use up all my scraps, this is so satisfying, to this vest, to, oh no, I messed it up completely, to, okay, maybe I can fix it, to, okay, I fixed it. Good. Yeah, but it was stressful. Like pretty soon into the pattern, I ran into issue after issue after issue. A lot of those things were totally my fault because I didn't read the pattern good enough, or maybe I also didn't look at the pictures available online carefully enough. And yeah, but in the end, I think I managed. I did some modifications here with the ribbing because this pattern has quite shallow armholes. So the armholes are not very wide, and I really don't like to have like knitted fabric under my armpits. So I used short rows here to basically knit the ribbing just on the upper half and not in the armpits, which is, yeah. That was my solution to this. So I don't know if other people would like it, but I think it's good. and also the length turned out nicely in the end. And a feature of this pattern is also that the top button is very high up. At first I thought it was too high, but now after blocking I can actually close it, and I think it looks cute. I think it looks cute to have such a short V-neck and really close it up. Most people wear it with the top button open, but I really like it actually the way it is. I rather leave the lowest button open. And I think this pattern, I mean, you have total artistic freedom, which is really cool. Like you can paint the colors of your yarn. And I think the secret is to intentionally make it look unintentional, how the colors are distributed. Yes, first I wanted to use a burgundy, deep red, almost purpley red for the button band. Everyone told me this doesn't fit at all to the rest of the vest, but I thought that's why. This, although the color I think would have been beautiful, I thought it would be too dark in the end. I think a light colored button band is more beneficial to this vest because I already chose quite dark colors in the vest. And also this clean stockinette stitch double knitted button band. This is kind of like what is mainstreaming this vest in my opinion, because everything else looks quite wild and very non-conservative, but this button band is somehow pulling it together and again sort of mainstreaming it, but in a very positive way. Yes. So this turned out to be a major construction site. So this is not super fast and easy knit, and I was thinking this is a pattern probably one has to knit once as like a training thing, and then the second version will be better. What I love about it that it is like a diary of all my beloved sweaters and what I knitted before, because it has, like for example, this light green here is a yarn from my very first sweater, and so that's lovely. Yeah, but I see how much wear I'll get out of it. I'll keep you updated on my channels. I hope you liked today's video and see all my slipovers and vests. Please like and subscribe, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!